Good morning, everybody! You there. How's it going? Oh, man. Easy poll answer, 15 seconds, baby. That's awesome. It's Friday, May 16th, 2025. Most of us have a weekend coming up. So, yay, weekend. Oh, man. So, hope today goes well. I hope today goes well. Istanbul's here. Random's here. Or Aaron. I should call him Aaron. Why am I calling him Random? I know. I call Istanbul either saying spring. I should know the difference, right? Today's Malcolm X Day. If you're not familiar who Malcolm X is, he was part of the civil rights movement in a little bit of a different way. Very interesting person. He had some very poignant opinions and speeches that he made, and opinions and things like that. Very interesting guy. Some people hear his name and think of bad things. I don't really think that. I think he just had a different approach, So, but if you watch some of his interviews, he makes a lot of good points. It's resonate today. It's very interesting. He's a very critical thinker, So it's today is his day, I guess, on the national calendar for here in the States anyway. I'm not sure what the national day is in Australia or Turkey or India is, or if you guys even have a national day. Hey, Blue. And Mel, thanks for joining us this morning. Went for a walk with Robert this morning. You had no idea what the other ones were? Well, it's not a bowl of rice, Ramesh. Let's see here. Rice cake is a failed attempt at a diet food where they puff the rice in this hard, dehydrated cake disc. And people were buying them like crazy at the time, thinking, it'd help them lose weight because they weren't eating as many calories and things like that. They're absolutely horrible tasting. And but they started sprinkling cinnamon on them, so I guess that makes it better. It's National freaking Friday Day. Yeah, really. Yeah, poor Ramesh. I just picked rice. Only 35 calories. Yeah, rice cake. I had to throw the fourth option in there. That's what just came to mind. Do they even sell rice cakes anymore? You don't understand any of them now. Kale is like a horrible version of lettuce. Spam is a processed meat crammed in a can that'll last 20 years. And bologna is a flat slice of processed meat for sandwiches. I don't know how else to describe it. Oh, good grief. Oh, excuse me. I haven't been sleeping well. I have not been sleeping well at all. I took my melatonin last night. I had a weird-ass dream that I was on an airplane and people were trying to get sleep, and I was like waking people up. I don't know. It was weird. Your kid eats rice cakes? Oh, okay. Vegemite. Oh, gosh. I've never had Vegemite. I've heard of it. Yeah. Bologna is Uncle Terry's sexy time. Yeah. Hey, Terry said he was off this week, so he has no excuse for not being on here. Other than I think he said he doesn't really get on the internet when he's at home. That may be true too. Men can't multitask, right? I did read this really creepy, weird science story yesterday. And yeah, there is this parasite, mostly in third world countries, but there is a parasite that gets into your system from lack of hygiene or clean water and things like that. What it does is it attacks your cells and then takes the remains of the cells and wears it as a coat to cloak itself so it can continue wreaking havoc in your body. So it's this Silence of the Lambs thing where this little parasite gets in there, kills your cells, and wears its victims as a coat, and then goes around, liquefies organs, it mostly just gives you diarrhea and stuff like that. With medicine and stuff, you can get rid of it, but that's creepy as hell, man. Something so tiny, so microscopic, has the ability to perform that task. That is insane. I don't know. It says a parasite kills human cells and wears their remains as a disguise, and evades immune systems by pretending to be the cells that it killed. They're finding ways to circumvent that with different medicines and things like that. But that's just creepy as hell, you know? And then Random was saying men can multitask. You know, if you can't multitask a couple things, man or woman, at this point in your life, but a parasite can kill something and wear it, and knows to wear it as a cloak, maybe you need to like read some books or something. Good morning, Liz. Yeah, you came at a weird moment. I just read that. That kind of just blows my mind. That and this parasite's probably been around for thousands of years, and the whole time, and they evolve like viruses do and all this other stuff. It's crazy that something that small can pull that off and knows to pull it off instinctively. I just find it very fascinating. I find it very, very fascinating. And poor Random, he forgot to take his earplugs to the volleyball game today. It's like the Beatles showing up. You got all the teenage girls screaming. Yeah, that would be painful. I don't know. Stuff like that just... And then I read another story the same day, because you know how the internet links things together? It says that a packet of fungi are now inside some diapers have them inside them to break them down in landfills, turning it to mycelium. So we got parasites cloaking themselves with their victims' remains, and then we're putting fungi in babies' diapers. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is why I stay out of the news. I read all this wacky crap all the time, and I'm like, I feel like an 80-year-old man. What's this world coming to, damn it? They're putting fungi in your diaper? Well, damn it. It's like, good morning, Johnny. How's it going, man? We were talking about microscopic parasites that are really strange and amazing at the same time. Look it up. Look it up. Parasite kills human cells and wears their remains as a disguise. I don't know. That just creeps me out. I think I want to go scrub my counters and the walls and floors and stuff. They said it's not an issue in what they call first world countries, where you have sewer systems and running water and hygiene and all that kind of stuff like that that's readily available for everybody to use. You know, you can clean your food and cook it properly and things like that, and wash your hands. So it says it's like maybe 5 people in the United States get it a year, and for the most part it just causes diarrhea. So that's good. But if it's happening, it's probably happened other places too, if you think about it. I'm not trying to freak you guys out. Maybe I am trying to freak you guys out. Your puppy's sick again, Wesley? No. Microdose some shrooms, super focused. I've never done anything like that. Is there a drug test for shrooms? I know they have a drug test for pot and stuff like that. You can pretend your car is a F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet. Oh man, that's just, I don't know, that's just weird. I got a funny story for you too here in a minute. It's under another, another Malcolm. What? There's only supposed to be one Malcolm, me. Well, and then, well, Malcolm X isn't alive anymore, so yep. No drug test for shrooms. Well, there you go, people. It just makes you focused. See, I have a government job. I can't take stuff like that. I can't risk it. Even if they say there's no test for it. I'll probably end up running down the street naked or something like that. I don't know. Got the dreaded drug test. Yeah, see, I'm not taking the risk. I'm not doing any of that stuff until I'm like 70. By the time I get 70, I'll finally be able to retire. And, yeah. Then I'll be just this old weirdo in the backyard with a shaved head. And then I'll have a bunch of buddies back there, and we'll just, you know, enjoy nature. Yeah. Unless they legalize stuff like that, I don't know. Coffee's my vice. That's my addiction. Coffee. I ran out of coffee at work the day before yesterday. Man, I was just like, I was sluggish as all get. I have to drink coffee. My body's so used to drinking coffee all day, every day. If I don't, I'm just like, I can't. Nicotine and caffeine. There you go. That's all you need. Looking at you side eye. Give me IDPA competition. So you always think positive. That's good. I remember in the Army, they would do random drug tests all the time. And they always picked me. They're like, that guy is on something. Yeah, it's like, I remember that all the time. It's like every month they would do random drug tests. And where you pee in a cup or whatever. And I would get picked all the time. And I was a sergeant first class. I wasn't like some private party on the weekends and stuff. I guess they thought I was goofy all the damn time. And they're like, that dude's got to be taking something. Either that, or after a while they realized I was always going to test negative, so they needed their numbers to look good, and they always tested me. Commander be like, is Malcolm on there? Got it. Okay, cool. We got to get her numbers down. And I'm like, dang it. You're going to cuddle some homeless people? International Defense Pistol Association. There you go. Going to cuddle homeless people. I wouldn't mind giving somebody a hug if they had taken a shower. Yeah. I don't know. You always got this mindset of homeless people being just ultra nasty. And they just don't have, they're in their own third world country. They probably get this parasite that infects their bodies and does that remains cloaking stuff. You're a hillbilly boy from India. Oh my gosh. Well, is that true, Wesley? Did that really happen? You used somebody else's pee and ended up failing. Oh man, that is not good. Wow. You hear those? There was a show called, oh gosh, it was on Comedy Central. Anyway, these three guys are basically potheads all the damn time, and they work in this cubicles or whatever. One of the first episodes, it may have been the first episode, I can't remember, but it was hilarious. They got to work, and they're always goofing off and blah, 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 making stupid jokes and stuff. And then this guy comes in with this cart, and the boss is like, we're doing everybody's doing a drug test today. And so they all start freaking out because they're all potheads. You know, they smoke every night. And so they end up peeing in a cup, and they're all stressed and whatever. And one of the guys gets an idea, and he does this Die Hard type scene where he gets in. The guy who's doing the test put the test in this closet and locks them up. But he goes through the ceiling tiles and comes down into there, and he has the idea to take all the little pea cups. There's this whole tray, like 30 of them, and he starts mixing them all together. And and then he pees on top of all of those as well. and then they come back the next day, and she's calling people. The boss is calling people in the office. Is like, and then the guy doing the test thing. She's like, "What the hell is this test all about?" It says here that everybody's pregnant and everybody is high. And the whole test got debunked. I thought that was just a hilarious scene. Workaholics. That's the name of the show. Workaholics. It was a Comedy Central show. The fact that he mixed them all up and then peed on them too. He got everybody high by peeing on all of them. And then the one lady that was pregnant ended up getting... He didn't know which one's which, but the fact that... I think they said like 80% of her staff was pregnant. Something like that. It's still funny as hell. The first... And again, with any show like that, the first like 3 seasons are hilarious. And after that, it kind of starts tapering off. Yeah. And then they have one of the guys in his cubicle always has some weird posters or drawings or something on the walls. And it changes every episode, so you're like looking for it when they get to the office and things like that. Kind of like how Seinfeld always had the Superman figure in his apartment somewhere, and that was part of the thing you kind of wanted to find where Superman was. Was he on a shelf? Was he a magnet on the fridge? That type of thing. You laughing like hell. Yeah. What was another thing? And here's the funny story that I came across as well. This guy was a stripper for over a decade, and then he discovered a monastery. 35-year-old guy. He said he feels calm, grounded, and self-aware in a way I never imagined possible. And they showed a picture of him, and he's like the super bulk guy, gym nut all day, 24/7 kind of guy, right? Just massive muscles everywhere, tattoos. He looks like he's the leader of a biker gang, but he's got his head shaved. He's wearing little glasses, and he's just got this little broom, and he's just sweeping happy as can be. It's like, what the hell? Don't let anybody in. And he's got the robe and everything. I don't know if he's in Tibet or what, but yeah, it shows him with like this little straw broom, rickety straw broom, and he's just out there, it's shaved head. Oh man, he definitely stands out in the crowd. Maybe they were like, you know what, we could probably use him in our group. Maybe if we get this big muscle-bound dude to chill, he might intimidate people from messing with us. I'm just saying. Peace, love, and harmony. But, yeah. Let's get this muscle-bound dude in here. Bringing. Oh, you got in-laws coming in. Oh, a new go-kart. Man, I want a go-kart. I told you guys I want one for the neighborhood. Just like zip around. But they're so damn expensive. Jeez. And I don't know how to weld, or I'd make my own. I don't know how to weld. But you see people like, oh, you can. There was videos of these people going like Harbor Freight, which is a discount tool store, and buying, spending like $150, and they completely build a go-kart from scratch with different things they modify. But they're welding and stuff, and I don't know how to weld. I don't have a welding machine. I would spend thousands of dollars in equipment just to build a $200 go-kart. So I'd be like, what? I don't know. It would be fun to have one, though. Just riding around that, because my neighborhood's a big loop. Just doing laps. There's a kid riding a four-wheeler around. Why can't I ride a go-kart? That's what we got to do. We got to do a fundraiser so I can get a go-kart. And then they build these go-karts. If you try to buy one, you look on the internet, they make them look like Formula One race cars. I just need the little roll cage with the lawnmower motor on the back. I don't need aerodynamics and stuff. I'm not trying to win a race. It has to be gas powered. I could, the electric, way they do the motors and stuff for electric drivetrains and things like that, I bet you'd really get going fast with that. But, yeah. Yeah, it'd be just, while listening, Malcolm. I was just having a break. Oh, you doing something? Okay. Istanbul is going to start her own YouTube channel with some videos and discussion type things. Like deep dive into some investigative stuff. So I'll let her explain that. You can check out her site when she starts learning how to really get the videos down good and how to edit them and things like that. She won't be on camera. She'll just be narrating. But she's going to be making some videos. So kudos to her. Kudos to her. She's going to be doing that. So I emailed her a few things that she might want to consider getting for her setup, if you will, like a microphone and the tripod, things like that. So that'll be cool. She'll get it. It's not that hard. Once you start making a few videos on your own, you'll learn the tricks of the trade. But anybody who needs help with that kind of stuff, you can hit me up on Discord. We can do a live stream, live chat, one-on-one on Discord or WhatsApp or something like that, and I can show you some stuff on the computer if you guys want. I don't mind helping, showing you a few things like that one-on-one. I used to have, like I said, a computer business, and I would give computer classes one-on-one with people. I also charged them, but So not Wesley. Hey, Wesley. Aaron, how's our day going to be today? What's our forecast for the quality of day we're going to have on this Friday? He may be still in the volleyball game with his daughter. Okay, 8.5 out of 10, not bad. That's pretty good, really, if you think about it. If he comes up with a 5 or a 6, I'm calling into work. But 8.5 for the day, he's been pretty good, I think, with his daily forecast of how it's going to be. American true crime. We got some good criminals here in the United States. Yeah. Won't mention any names, but yeah, they're really creepy. Oh, it's a 9 out of 10 in India and 8.5 in Australia. So the forecast for the rest of the day is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We don't have Terry for the traffic report because he's not driving. But yeah. Oh, that's good. See, that's the good things you come across when you're on this live stream. Look that guy up. I should post these things on the Discord for you guys to click on and look. I think I will do that. Start throwing these stories onto the Discord. You guys can click on them, read them if you like. True crime too. I don't know. It's like, I don't really want to know how people are killing people. You know? It's just like, it's kind of depressing, creepy to me. The old brother Terry. I'm not going to call him. He said he's at home. So we'll leave him alone. And there's never really a show on how people get rich. You ever notice that? It's always stories about people's downfall or crimes or tragedies. But you don't see this guy like, well, this is how I got rich. I did this, this, and this. And like an hour show, the steps he took to do different things to become some millionaire with a business he created and owned or something like that. Why isn't there shows like that? How to become a millionaire. You may be playing cornhole, popular USA game. Yeah, you could play that. That'd be fun. People take that real serious too. Whatever happened to horseshoes? It's just a soft version of horseshoes. Put your metal spike in the ground, get some really comically oversized horseshoes, and throw them at each other. Come on, people. Or shows that wonder how they pay for stuff with mediocre life. Well, this is just my mediocre day. But cornhole, there's competitions for that. People practice to get really good at it. They're sitting there nailing it every time with this beanbags. There's this one bar that has a whole room dedicated just to cornhole. That like got 4 cornhole sets. And these guys are chugging beers and tossing beanbags. I don't know. I just remember horseshoes, and that being a lot more challenging. I played cornhole and stuff like that. It's fun. I get it. It's a fun game, but it's like you can't find a horseshoe set anymore unless you go online. Cornhole. Mike the Bike Dasher. What's going on, my man? So I don't know. And then you had the yard darts. There was all kinds of literally killer games back in the day. Yard darts, these giant freaking darts you're just throwing up in the air trying to land in a circle. Oh man, how many kids were maimed with those things? Where's this sense of adventure and excitement? I don't know. I'm just an old man, Dustin, wanting to play horseshoes and yard darts. It'll be all right. We used to do all kinds of stupid stuff, dangerous stuff all the time. And now they got all safe and our population has boomed. I don't think there's a correlation. Do you? Oh, man. Well, it's almost time for me to log off and go to work and stuff like that. In 1985, we discovered there was a hole in the ozone. So there's your downer for the day. But, yeah, those are the things. We got a stripper became a monk. Parasites freaking me out. And Malcolm X Day. So there you go. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, goodbye.